So I've been trying to get a handle on what this next leg in the crypto market is going to look like. The one that runs until March, April, May. We've talked about obviously our ADA price projections by that point, and I stumbled across something very surprising, and this may be in fact very telling about where new capital inflows are going to hit as we make our run into the end of quarter one of 2025. And I want to talk about $5 trillion and the context that it has in relation to ADA. So if you guys are new or haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Hit that bell again. It's free to do. It'll keep you updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. So when we look at ADA price, we've been talking about something very specific, this top band and this bottom band, a bearish price projection and a bullish price projection. And the thing that we keep arriving at is that ADA is going to make a very nice run by the time it gets to February into March, right? Running from somewhere in that $2 range to potentially up to $4. Now, this isn't a guarantee. This isn't financial advice. So right now we can see that ADA is kind of right smack dab in the middle of both of these, which is a very promising sign. It means that we have obviously some downside potential, but some upside potential, and we may in fact kind of bounce around here as we make that extension into the early part of this year. And there's even some more context showing us this directly. But before we get into that, what I stumbled upon was actually that Cardano search traffic on Google is actually incredibly high. In fact, it outpaces meme coin search traffic. So people getting on the internet, searching up meme coin, meme coins, meme coin together. I manipulated this every way I could to try to get the most accurate representation of what's going on. And each one of these showed Cardano dominating this. So what you're seeing is actually people in the space, people outside the space, searching Cardano in a very heavy way. What's interesting about this is we're not even at Cardano's highest point of relevance. And that being said, we're at Cardano's highest point of development. We're at some of its highest points of activity, some of its highest points of potential. In fact, Charles Hoskinson has talked about many of these partnerships that have happened already and many more that are in fact coming down the line. And that's why I think, Cardano has this huge potential for the future. I think 2025 is truly going to be Cardano's year, the one where it does gain huge partnerships, the one where it does get even more use than it has currently. And that could impact price in an even bigger way. But what I really want to refer to is actually where the total market cap of crypto is expected to be come March and how this relates to ADA. So right now we sit at $3.24 trillion across the crypto market. And this has been looking really good throughout the year. Obviously we're at, below all-time highs now, but we're on a path towards a new all-time high. And projections right now are pointing towards about $5 to $5.5 trillion come March. We're going to have a lot of capital inflows that are taking place. So trillions of dollars, technically hundreds of billions of dollars entering the crypto market. And it's all a question of, again, where it's going to flow. Well, if retail search traffic is showing you that they're paying attention to Cardano, it's probably going to see exactly what it saw in the early part of 2024. When retail optics were high, when we were seeing some inflows from outside the space, we're going to see a lot of that capital hit Cardano/ADA, right? Now, that being said, what I want to look here actually at is ADA dominance. Now, this is something that we actually haven't looked at in a very long time, actually since all the way back about a month ago or so. And we laid out two scenarios for this as well, a bullish scenario and a bearish scenario about the trend that ADA dominance is going to follow. And you guys can see that we've fallen down to about 1% dominance currently. And you guys can see that if we continue on this trend, if we do drop into the early part of January before extending, this shows that by the time we get to, let's say March, we're going to be somewhere around that 3% dominance. Actually, even the bullish trend shows something very similar to that. Now, why this is important. If we hit, let's say $5 trillion in the overall market cap of crypto, a 3% dominance would be a $150 billion market cap in terms of ADA. Just to give you guys kind of a little bit of context here, we currently sit at a $31 billion market cap. So that would be a 5x from here. That would put ADA price at about $4.50, right? Now, this isn't a guarantee. This isn't financial advice or anything like that, but this is just to give people a little bit of context. If we're even more on the bearish side of this, let's say we're at 2%. Let's say we didn't gain huge dominance. That's still, excuse me, that's still a $100 billion market cap. That is still basically a new all-time high in terms of ADA. So understand that things are actually looking really good right now. We're following trends that we have in the past. We're getting all the right things that need to be present for us to make this big March extension, this big run to $3 or $4. It actually makes a whole lot of sense. Maybe it's higher. Maybe Cardano gets some insane partnerships along the way. Maybe yeah, I mean, there's all the potential. Sorry, my buddy texted me. There's all the potential in the world right now, and we're getting basically the perfect setup for this next extension in the crypto market. In fact, what we're seeing right now is this huge concentration again of short leverage above ADA, even more than it was the other day, which I think is a very important sign. This is something to monitor really heavily as we get into the week, because we have the potential of this becoming very, very explosive as the week moves on. We just have to see again what institutional buying does, what traffic does this week, if volume does in fact get on the rise. I mean, just looking at things right now, we are up slightly over yesterday, up 1.5%, but we still have a ways to go. We need this to get back above $200 billion if we really want to start making some stabs. So I appreciate you guys as always. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Geez, let me know your thoughts below. Let me know if you think ADA is in fact going to hit this $3 to $4 range by March. But have a great day. Show your love. Catch you guys in the next one. Take care.